A man just poured a ladle of well water onto the nearby field, but as he walked away, the withered grapevine began to regrow at a visible speed. Unaware of this, the young man drank a large mouthful, thinking it was ordinary water. Unexpectedly, something happened soon. He suddenly felt extremely hot all over, and immediately after, he was wrapped up in a huge spider web. After a moment, the young man broke out of the cocoon and found that his strength had increased several times. He lifted a stone weighing thousands of Jin with ease. Only then did he realize that it might be due to the well water, so he hurried back. To his surprise, he discovered that huge grapes had also grown above the wellhead. Excited, the young man picked one grape and tasted it. It was surprisingly fragrant, instantly refreshing his mind and body. So he quickly picked all the grapes and went to the market to sell them. At first, people thought $8 a basket was quite cheap, but they never expected the young man intended to sell them for $800 a bunch. Everyone said he was crazy for money. How could there be such expensive fruit? The young man shouted for people to come and buy. One uncle didn't believe him and said, "Is this grape like an elixir?" So he tasted one, and immediately felt as if he were an angel flying. Even his old waist pain was cured, and he planned to buy 5 bunches in one go. Seeing this, others thought he was a hired shill, so they also tasted one. Unexpectedly, the feeling was so wonderful that they immediately started snatching the grapes from the young man. At this time, a passing housekeeper was very curious and bought a bunch to take back to his boss. After tasting it, the boss instantly felt his breathing become smooth. He never expected it could cure his asthma, so he immediately told the housekeeper to buy all the grapes back. Little did he know, the young man had already sold out all the grapes. Determined to make more money, he cleared 2 mu of his family's land overnight, planted various vegetable seeds, and poured well water on them. After going back to sleep soundly, the vegetables in the field began to grow wildly. The next morning when he woke up, he found the field full of tomatoes. To prevent others from discovering the secret of the well water, he quickly picked the tomatoes and took them to the market again. But this time, the price was still high, $1,000 a Jin. The boss of the adjacent stall said the young man was crazy to sell them so expensive and mocked that he could never sell them. However, the housekeeper had already been waiting there. He had originally come to buy grapes, but after tasting the tomatoes, he thought they were like fairy peaches from heaven, so he bought all the tomatoes. He introduced himself as the manager of a 5-star hotel and, hearing that there were still 2,000 Jin of tomatoes in the young man's field, immediately transferred $40,000, saying he wanted to buy all the tomatoes. This left the boss of the adjacent stall dumbfounded. Who would buy tomatoes so frantically? After going back and calculating, the young man realized he would soon make a fortune. At that moment, the phone rang. Upon learning that the young man was selling vegetables, the woman immediately offered to introduce channels, saying her uncle was just a hotel owner who could help with sales. After agreeing on a time, the young man began to think about which vegetable to plant. To keep the secret of the well water, he had to choose a different one, so this time he decided to grow cucumbers. The next day, he took the cucumbers to the market to sell, and the woman also came. She was very satisfied with the appearance of the cucumbers, but was shocked when she saw the price, $100 a cucumber, dozens of times more expensive than the normal price. The young man explained that these cucumbers were different from ordinary ones and told her to taste one. As soon as the woman took a bite, her mouth was filled with a sweet fragrance. She was about to buy all of them when a luxury car suddenly pulled up. It turned out to be the young man's elder sisters. Having seen the news that the young man was selling fruits, they mistakenly thought he was having a hard time, so they came to ask him to apologize and then take him home. In fact, the young man had always suffered unfair treatment at home in his early years. His elder sisters had repeatedly wronged him by believing others' slander, and even almost cost him his life. So the young man had long made up his mind to cut off relations with them. Faced with his sisters' pestering, he directly told them to get out and not to bother him again. The arrogant elder sister saw that the cucumbers were sold for $100 each and mocked him for being crazy about money. Faced with the doubt, the young man confidently picked up a cucumber and handed it to her, telling her to taste it and see the difference for herself.